This video is to help anybody that's having difficulty with their printer or does the recommended update that comes through their printer, how to get their printer running again. How's it going out there, everybody? Gun Psychiatrist here, and today I want to discuss the recent fiasco with Bambu Labs and this update they put out. Now, this video is to help anybody that's having difficulty with their printer or does the recommended update that comes through their printer, how to get their printer running again. Because if you follow the recommended update that goes to your printer screen, you're going to get an MQTT error when you try to send a print. I'm not going to go into the depth of what Bambu Labs has done with their update because you can find a million videos out there. I'm concerned about printing. I don't even have a clue what Bambu Connect is. I will be honest with you. I have no clue what. I never got an email about Bambu Connect. The firmware update that came to the printer said nothing about downloading some Bambu Connect. I don't know. I don't care. What I care about is that my printer works when I send a print job to it. So if anybody from Bambu Labs watches this video, pay attention. My products rely on the printer working to facilitate sales. And so I have a workflow. When you order from my site, I receive the order, I send the commands to the printer, it prints, I post-process, package, and ship. When something disrupts that workflow, that disrupts my business. So Bambu put out this firmware update, whatever. So the firmware update came like any other firmware update. Which basically goes to my printer and I press the little update button and then my firmware is updated. I do a recalibration and that's it. Everything works fine. Well, this time when I did it and sent a print to the printer, I got this error message. And of course, you see up here in the corner of the red, the MQTT command verification failed. Please update the Studio or Handy. So what the heck? My Bambu Studio's up to date. My Bambu Handy's up to date. I don't understand what's going on here. Filing a support ticket, I just got some generic email saying that they were overwhelmed from their big mistake that they made in this update, and everybody's just completely angry with Bambu Labs and that they couldn't really help me. So if you're like me and you found yourself in this situation where your printer won't print, here's the workaround. This is how to solve the problem. You'll start by navigating to Google, and we're going to type Bambu Labs firmware. Now, this is going to be the procedure if you were brave enough to hit update and thinking it was just a normal, innocent update that they send to your printer. So over here, you want to go and find your printer. If you have an A1 Mini, A1, P1, in my case, I have an X1 series printer. And then, of course, you would download version 1.08.02.00. The firmware that is affected is 1.08.03.00. And then from there, you would just need to go and update the firmware via the micro SD card. And you can click this link right here. You're going to need a flash drive or a little micro SD, and you're going to put it into your printer, and you're going to follow the instructions that they give you right here on this guide. That will fix it. This will unequivocally roll back the damages Bambu did with the firmware update they sent and solve your problem, and you can get back to printing. Now, if you've just bought a printer and it's come with this update on there, I would assume that you would be able to go to the firmware site on Bambu and download your version of firmware that you need and manually update your new printer. I understand people in the community are mad. Look, if you want a printer to tweak around with and work on that's open source, go get an Ender. I got one sitting in the garage and it sits under the bench and never runs. Because it's just Bambu works. But when they break things in their software, that becomes a problem. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you've been affected in any way by this update, I pray that you'll follow my advice here and get your printer back up online. I'm sorry you were affected. It sucks when your printer doesn't work and then you don't know what to do. And then support's like, here's some generic crap of another blog post from a blog post. So this is what I found effective. Please consider subscribing. You can smash that like button down there too to get this out and help people in the community. Thanks again for watching. And until next time, God bless America again.